How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Red Vibe and welcome back to the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. Episode 4 is about to get underway, and you can see the first action that we're going to do is have a look at what exactly it means to change position officially to, a new position that a player changes to. So as you can see, the example we're using here, and sort of as we alluded to at the end of last episode, Johnny Williams, it says, is ready to become a left winger. You can see we can press triangle and that officially changes his position to a left winger. I don't know what this means. Does he lose the CAM position? Does that then just sort of get relegated to one of his other available positions? I'm really not sure. What we're going to do though, because we are planning to use Johnny mostly as a left winger this season, we are going to press triangle, change the position, and there you go. He becomes a left winger. We also get a trophy for our troubles there, and another ultra rare silver one, which I don't know why these sort of relatively simple trophies to achieve are being considered so rare, but whatever, we don't mind it. Now let's go back to the squad and have a look at what that actually does to like Johnny Williams's other positions. So yeah, he can basically play as a left winger, a CAM, and a left mid. That's cool. That is very, very cool. So he doesn't lose any. They just become part of what he can also do. That is really, really cool. Such a welcome feature, and you're going to see me complimenting this game a lot over the first few episodes of this career mode, because there's just so many great changes they've made to this to add more depth, more fun, and yeah, more detail to this mode. So here we are ahead of our first league game against Portsmouth. So it actually hasn't taken the real life fixture list into account in this career mode. But our first game's against Portsmouth. We are about to enter our first pre-match press conference. I'll include this particular one because it's the first one in the video. Depending on how boring it is, I may or may not include them in the future. It seems like it's slightly different, maybe, but we'll soon find out anyway. So let's go ahead and get into our first press conference. Here I am in my very first media take-on of the career mode, and let's see what kind of stuff they asked me. So Charlton have looked like the real deal in pre-season. Supporters have been getting pretty excited about the team's prospects since you took charge. Does it help the players get ready for games? So let's sort this morale out. I say I've been impressed, which is very, very good. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is just same old. Guys, I'm going to skip this because it's just so boring. I'll just cut to the end where we actually find out how happy the team are overall with what I've said. Okay, and it looks like that is the end of the press conference, and I've done all the right answers, so our team morale is very, very happy. And yeah, again, just as boring as last season, really. It's just a little tool that enables you to get a little bit more out of your players by, yeah, making sure their morale is high. So let's have a look at the box before we get into this game, the inbox, and have a look at some of the players that supposedly are in the youth team and looking to be prospects for us in the future. Okay, so Paredes has gone down to a maximum 86. Blazek down to a maximum 81. Arslan is a maximum 82, so still not too bad. Smythe, this guy does look like the real deal. He's maximum 87 still. We've also got McLaughlin, who's still max 94, and as well the Australian striker Baxter looks like he could be a very good prospect for us up top as well. Still none of them anywhere near the first team. Let's have a look at what else we've got. Offers for Jake Forster-Caskey. We didn't really care about that, so they've withdrawn their offer. We've got some final scout reports on various centre-backs. So before we get into this game, can we get a centre-back into the team that's going to help us against Portsmouth? Let's have a look. So here is the thing, right? Unless a player has a release clause, like Jimmy Dunn has one, and there's another Burnley guy, I think Thomas, that also has one. Unless you pay for their release clause, unless they have a release clause, it looks like all of the Premier League players, no matter how young they are, no matter how out of contention they are in the first team, like Branthwaite is not going to be anywhere near the first Everton team. But still, it looks like the players are just automatically unwilling to relocate, which is a brand new feature in career mode. And it looks like a little bit of a mechanic that they've introduced, which is a kind of like a, what's the word, like an umbrella rule that they've given to Premier League players to stop you being able to buy young Premier League players without FIFA having to completely revamp the transfer system. So it's a bit annoying, but it looks like it does limit our options down to only those that have release clauses. Now, of the players that we've got here on the transfer hub, it's only Dunn and Thomas who we're able to get into the club. So I think we're going to have to go with the better of the two players, which is Jimmy Dunn here, the 67 rated Irish centre-back at 22 years old. He actually would be a very, very good player for us. He's not willing to relocate, but we have to pay the release clause if we want to get him out of the club. So I am going to go ahead and pay the release clause for Jimmy Dunn. Let's see if we can get him into the squad. So we've gone in with a 5-year deal at 10 grand a week for Jimmy Dunn. He actually took a pay cut to come to us, which is why I started off at 10 grand. I think he was on 11.5 at Burnley. It seems like I probably could have gone in a lot cheaper than that by how quickly they accepted that offer. But it does mean that regardless of the fee we paid and the weekly wage we have committed to Jimmy Dunn, to paying Jimmy Dunn, we have got ourselves a nice, highly rated for League One centre-back in the squad. Now, Pratley can play there, of course, and it looks like we've actually got an out-and-out centre-back to sort of support Pratley, Oshilaja and Pearce now. So we've got 4 centre-backs in the club, which is very, very positive. So going into this Portsmouth game, I will sort out my starting 11 and we will see if we can get the win. Just before I do that, you can see that all of the players in the starting 11, thanks to morale, thanks to good form, and I suppose as well thanks to training, they're all pretty sharp and they're all as well pretty happy with being at the club. And they've all got plus various numbers, the minimum of that being 4 to their overall rating, which means we've actually got a squad here of like 70 to 75 rated squad players for the most part. So yeah, that's a really, really good sign. Like Phillips, for example, at 75 at the moment is basically a Premier League goalkeeper, a lower end Premier League, higher end Championship goalkeeper. Crowley, I feel like maybe we have to go in and change him to a right winger. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'll do it after the Portsmouth game. But yeah, worth keeping an eye on that. So let's go in and simulate the game, but of course jump in if things start to go sour for the Addicts. So we've gone through the lineup. You can see it's our strongest 11 that we can possibly field there. And yeah, let's see if we can beat a team that, let's face it, are going to be up and around the top 6, we expect, this season. So here we go. Let's get things underway on the sim. So 40 minutes played here. Charlton in possession at the moment, but it doesn't look like we can quite break the deadlock yet. So I might jump in for the second half against Portsmouth here. See if I can improve things for the Addicts. Good defending there. Make sure we don't concede before I jump in, boys. And then, yeah, we'll see if we can get something in the actual gameplay in the second half. Let's jump in. Here comes Curtis down the left-hand side. And he's going to look for a way to get the ball in, but Naruse's not having it. And eventually out for a throw. Good block. Portsmouth have a chance here. Oh, Naruse's been sold. They're going to try and look for the cross, are they? They are. It's back post. Phillips was there, but Purrington was also there in order to get the big head on it. And now we can break. And it's Forster Kaski looking for a run from either Anike or Williams. Gets Anike on the run. It's Oztumer now. Little bit of a burst forward for Anike. One more touch and bang. Come on. And it's the goal. And Charlton off the mark for the League One campaign. And it's Chucks Anike with the goal. And a very cute little finish in the near post there. I say cute little finish. He actually kind of put his foot for it, to be honest with you. And yeah, Chucks Anike looking to be the new Lyle Taylor at the moment for Charlton. Looking like a very dangerous prospect up top for us. Look at that, just sprinting in a straight line, work the angle, and then bang, near post. Very similar to the goal he scored, I believe it was against Crewe, where he just, yeah, basically wellied it into the near post and managed to get his goal. So 1-0 Charlton, and he's loving life. What was that? That was weird. Anyway, 1 goal. Forster Kaski. Nice bit of space between the attack and defence. Portsmouth don't really have it covered. And here comes Anike into the box again. And he's going to do pretty much the same thing he did earlier. This time, though, a great save from Bass. And the shot wasn't quite as convincing from Anike this time round. And it was pretty much the same sort of angle for Anike. But yeah, just couldn't find that finish. Here we go with the corner. And oh, it wasn't in a bad position, but away it goes from Portsmouth. Only as far as Deji Oshilaja. Back inside to Gilby. Little dummy. Oh, and they've tackled us at the last moment. Deji picks up the ball here. Oh, that's terrible from Deji Oshilaja. That was meant to be a complete switch over to the other side of the pitch. But instead, he's gone for the, I don't know, it's also automatically sort of locked me onto the player that was nearer to us. We've got away with it. And hopefully we can do something with the ball now. Here we go. Oztumer turns. Little change of pace there. And, oh, Anike was just not quite in the right position for Oztumer. Tried to release somebody here, and we have successfully. It's going to be a second goal, is it? And it is at the near post. All happened very, very quickly there. Chucks Anike with his second of the game. And I didn't even really read what players were involved in the build-up play there, but we'll soon find out if the replay enables us to. So, good bit of work there. And it was from Forster Kasky, who just out-muscled his sort of marker, or the guy that was trying to clear it for Portsmouth, and then just tucked in at the near post for Chuks Aneke. And that is 2 goals for Charlton now and 2 goals for Aneke. I just skipped it there, but Oztumer will be making way for Alfie Doughty as Johnny Williams comes to centre attacking midfield, and Doughty will be out on the left wing. So Gilby and Williams linking up now, and it's Aneke. Does he want the hat-trick, or does he want to link someone else up? He does poke it into the path of Crowley, who's going to fire in. Oh my God, he fires in a really, really good cross. And eventually, whoever was running in there wasn't able to... I think it was Williams, wasn't able to get it on target, unfortunately. So Forster Kasky off the pitch now, and on comes Levitt. And we're also given a debut to Jimmy Dunn at the centre defensive position. And Oshilaja will make way for the last 9 or 10 minutes here. We have another chance. It's Crowley this time to Williams. Williams' passing hasn't been as good as you'd hope, really, in this game. Oh, Dunn's lost it in the box on his debut, and he has unfortunately been at fault for an individual mistake there, and Portsmouth grabbed one back. 85 minutes played, and that was Dunn, as I say, who made the mistake. Let's have a look at the replay. It was, yeah, he tried to take a touch there, had no time to do so, and then fired home by the number 10. And that is a grand shame, because we were heading for a clean sheet, and only 5 more minutes now of the game left, and we're under pressure all of a sudden. Unlucky Dunn. Marquis and Harrison link it up. We've managed to get it away. Well played. It's Doughty. Doughty to Levitt. And Doughty continues to get forward with the ball. And he's going to try and find the pass. He is going to find Johnny Williams, who is going to be able to cross it in. And it's not who he wanted it to, but it's going to work. Oh, Crowley was just... Someone was like a shadow on him there. And it could be one more chance here for Portsmouth as they look to break against our attack. Not long left to play. This will be the final attack if there is one. And they've played it long, and it is going to be picked up by the number 19. And this time, I think it was Dunn again who did... Oh, it's actually Pearce who did very, very well there. Dunn is going to pick the ball up out to the right back, Naruse, and that's got to be full-time, ref. Ref, blow the whistle. Ref, blow the whistle. Thank you very much, referee. We have managed to get 3 points in our first game against promotion rivals, Portsmouth. Very, very promising stuff from the boys. Yeah, not bad way to start things off in League One. 2 goals for Chuks Aneke and 2 goals for the Addicts. Unfortunately, a little blip at the end there from Jimmy Dunn, the debutant centre-back, which made us concede a goal. But ultimately, we do go away with the 3 points. Player ratings for the Addicts. It looks like Chuks Aneke, man of the match again. He got a 10 in the last game and a 9.5 in this game. And everybody else did all right, apart from, it seems, Dylan Levitt, who didn't really get much of a sniff when he came on. The 3 that we subbed off did very well. Overall, fantastic performance. Overall, the post-match press conference has gone down well. And, yeah, another improvement to our morale, which is always, always good. Apparently, we've got a trophy for something or another. Attend a pre- and post-match press conference. Fair enough, FIFA. Okay, moving on. We're only going to have 1 more game in this episode, and we're going to do the same thing. Sim it, see if we can get the win. And if we are not looking like we're going to score, then we'll, of course, jump in and try and help the boys. It's going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but hopefully now the squad is finalised and we can look at going into episode 5 with a clear picture and a clear idea of winning the league. A couple of offers here. The first one is a 2-year loan that Pogon Shezin want to take Davison on. Now, I'd let him go for a year, but not 2 years, maybe even 6 months. But I'm not sure. In FIFA career mode in the past, it hasn't been that beneficial to send players like Davison on loan because they don't actually register game time if it's not in the actual league you're in or in the country you're in at the very least. So I'm going to propose a short-term loan and see if they want to do that. No, I would like to. I would really like at least maximum a 1-year loan. Okay, they're happy to do a 1-year loan. We'll accept the 60-40 split and we'll move on. So Josh Davison is going to go on to, again, interestingly, Pogon Shezin, which is a team that we played in the tournament. So I wonder if that has actually played into the reason why they want to get him. I don't think they saw much of him, to be perfectly honest, because he didn't play a lot of games, but you never know. Sorry, I just sorted my light out there. As we also look at the Chuks Aneke offer that's coming. So they want to give us Lewis Malt. Preston North End do, and they want to take Chuks Aneke off of us. Let's have a look at this player. So he's 28 years old. He's 67 rated. They want to give us some money and take Chucksanike off of us. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. We'll reject that offer. It's a decent offer from Preston, but yeah, ultimately not that interested in it. So our first two fixtures, about as tough as you're going to get really in League One. Now there's confirmation that Josh Davison has been loaned out. Let's see, use him as a sort of experiment to see how effective that is for a young player to go out to someone like Pogon Shezin and go on loan. In the meantime though, as I say, about as difficult as you're going to get in League One. Ipswich, our second opponents. I don't know if this is home or away. It looks like we might be home again for some strange reason. Ipswich in their opening game appear to have drawn with either Doncaster, Gillingham, Plymouth, Swindon or Blackpool. I don't know which of them, but one of them. And yeah, let's basically go in with the exact same team that we went in against Portsmouth with, because those boys clearly did a very, very good job for us. So there'll be no reason to change anything around at all, really. So let's sim the match. Again, if it looks like it's getting difficult, we jump in, but we put faith in the boys. It looks like possibly it might be at the Valley again. Unless the last one wasn't. Am I imagining that? No idea. Anyway, Ipswich, let's see if we can beat them. Here we go. Forster-Caskey and Williams linking up. Williams looking to take on his man. Does very well. Anike back to Williams. Purrington on the left. Back to Williams. Inside the penalty area now. It's Gilby. It's Anike. And it goes wide. Oh, here come Ipswich now. It looks like it's the number 10 Norwood in the box. Great defensive work from us. But they've still got the ball into their number 14, which is Lancaster. And they've got another chance. Come on, boys. Get this away. Get this away. Well played in the back line there. Let's go. Free kick here for Ipswich. Oh, it's over the bar. It looks like it's going to be 0-0 going into half-time. I'll give it till maybe like 60 minutes before I jump in. But yeah, not very eventful first half there. So let's just resume. Same team. And just trust that the boys can get a result here for us. Oh no, Ipswich in the box. They turn. And somehow they've missed that chance. That is unbelievable. I thought for certain that was a goal. We were going to have to jump in at 1-0 down. But now it looks like Williams out on the left-hand side into Forster-Caskey. Go on, work it into the box. It's Anike. They're all over him like a rash, the Ipswich defenders. Although Oztuma now over to Williams. Purrington, cross into the box. Come on. Oh, it was a goal, but it's offside. Oh, dear. Right, last chance here before I jump in. Let's see if we can do the magic on the sim. Come on, boys. Do it for me. Williams to somebody. All right, looks like it's not going too well for Charlton, so I am going to jump in. It's a goal kick here to Ipswich. And yeah, we're going to have to jump in and try and get the result ourselves here, because the sim wasn't looking very good for us. Oztuma, Chucksanike linking up. Oztuma running, he's got to score this. He has to score it, and he has scored it. It's little Aaron Oztuma. He's 5'3", but he loves to smack the ball in the back of the net, and that is his first goal of the season. He nuts the the corner flag, and we're off the mark in the game. Didn't take long once I've jumped in to get the goal. And it looks like the sim can be difficult at times. It can be a bit of a ball draw at times, and it does take the actual manual player to jump into in order to change the game, which I'm fine with. You know, it's for games like this against Ipswich where you do probably want to have more control yourself. But when you're looking at teams like, I don't know, Crewe and maybe teams that are going to be towards the bottom of the table, maybe that's the games where the sim's going to come in a little bit more handy. But we'll learn about it. At the moment, Aaron Oztuma are off the mark for the season and 1-0 to Charlton. Uh-oh, Sears has done me there. Oh, and the shot is terrible. I don't know if that was a block from Oshilaja, but either way, it was a P-roller in the end, and that is not what I wanted to do at all. All right, so a double substitution for us then. Williams looking a little bit exhausted out there, so on comes the new signing, Elliott, for his, I believe, league debut. And up top, we've also taken Anike off, who wasn't quite as prolific this game as he was before, and we've brought the new signing, Kaufman, onto the pitch. Let's get this away! Oh, it's a good save by Phillips in the end. Oshilaja beaten in the air. And Phillips to the rescue. Forster-Caskey to Oztuma. Kaufman straight back to Oztuma. We need him to run, Kaufman. Little back heel. And Forster-Caskey to release Kaufman. Is he onside? He's offside. They played the offside trap well there, Ipswich, and Kaufman just caught off. Naruse into Gilby. Up to Naruse again. Naruse to Crowley. Crowley inside here to the new striker, Kaufman. Good ball. Forster-Caskey going to try and loft it, and it is picked up by Elliott. Elliott inside towards Tuma for his second goal of the game, and that is a fantastic piece of football from the Addicts. Look at some of the players falling to the floor on the Ipswich side of things, and yeah, Oztuma got his shooting boots on for sure. Very intelligent run as well from Oztuma there. Elliott persevered, he won the ball off of the defender, and Oztuma just put it in the right area of the goal. 2-0 to Charlton, and do you know what? How many minutes are we into this game? It's 89 minutes. What we can do, which is a beautiful feature, is jump to result now. And that is going to be a 2-0 victory overall for Charlton. Well played, boys. It took me to jump in and get the 2 goals, but Oztuma was on some really scintillating form there. And these are the scores around the grounds. It went very quickly there, disappeared, apologies. But let's have a look at the league table at the end of episode 4. Our next game is going to be against Lincoln in the EFL Cup. I don't know if that means the EFL Trophy or if that's like the Carabao Cup. Jimmy Dan's actually got a game face there. Of course, he's a Premier League player, right? So he would have. Yeah, so what we're going to do is have a look at the league going into the next episode and at the end of this one. By the way, some very, very interesting transfers there. You can see 3 huge ones. Koulibaly for 103.5 million to Barcelona from Napoli. Richarlison for 78.5 to Manchester United. And Aubameyang for 60.5 million to Liverpool. He's 30 years old, is Aubameyang, so that is a very demanding fee, although he's a world-class player. But let's have a look at the league anyway. And it is Charlton, second in the league, only behind Burton. We've got the exact same goals and the exact same goals against as well. So that is purely alphabetical there. But Charlton in second place. Wigan, the only other team, and AFC Wimbledon, who have won both their opening games. Plymouth, Gillingham, Crewe, and MK Dons also on some very good form there. So very, very good start. Very healthy start for Charlton, and very, very pleased with how the squad is shaping up. And Anike and Oztuma on some incredible form for us so far. So thank you so much for watching this episode of the Charlton Career Mode. Again, I will see you in the next one where we will move on and get a little bit further in the league. The transfer window probably going to shut as well in the next episode. And hopefully that can wrap up the squad and we can be very sort of happy and secure with our squad going into the rest of the season. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you later.